knowledge, obviously, last Thursday, Hulk Hogan passing away at the age of 71 years old. I'm not going to mince words here. Hulk Hogan has a very complicated legacy in wrestling because of what he had said on video years ago. And many of the wrestling universe, did not forgive him, and they have the right to do so. But I think that you do have to acknowledge that whatever your favorite wrestling company is, whether it is AEW, whether it is WWE, whether it's whatever you prefer, Hulk Hogan was the one that put professional wrestling on the map. Cody Rhodes has said numerous times that he is the first true superstar of professional wrestling. He is right on that. Obviously, Hogan's legacy, the Hulkamaniacs, the whole big deal. I actually think his best run in professional wrestling was his run in WCW with the NWO. I think that was even bigger. You could make the argument because of the time that we were in during that period. Then the 80s boom when he would go up against, the Macho Man Savages and the Ultimate Warriors and the Roddy Pipers of the world, and obviously Andre the Giant. But yeah, Hulk's legacy will be that he is one of the first true global superstars and put professional wrestling on the map, regardless of how you feel about him politically. And it was surreal to have firsthand experience to be there Friday night on SmackDown at Rocket Arena in Cleveland, Ohio, to watch that tribute and to see many people dressed up in Hogan gear.
Yeah. Like you said, Hulk Hogan is a very complex individual. And with this, I have to separate the person from the wrestler, because for me, I did not like the person, just because of, like you said, what he has said and various other things he's done. But in terms of the wrestler, because that's more of what I want to focus on, whether you view him as the GOAT of professional, of WWE or whatever, you can't deny he's one of the legends. If it wasn't for him, WWE would not be at the level it is. I don't think AEW would be on TNT, because he's a big reason why TNT is even a factor in terms of wrestling, because he had some of his biggest matches on TNT back in the day, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong there, but as far as I know. And definitely a big loss for the wrestling community. I'm sure it was surreal, like you said, to be there at Rocket Arena for that tribute. And again, with him, you have to separate the wrestler from the person.
Yeah, it's kind of eerie if you think about it. His last appearance, that Raw, the first Raw on Netflix, where he was, and again, rightfully so, because of comments he had made before, he was booed out of the building.
Yeah, that is interesting that was his last appearance in WWE, was him getting booed out of the building. And I like this comment by Grandizer. This is the thing. If you hear Hulk say those things about a friend of yours, a friend of color, then you would not stand for it. So it's sort of clear cut. It's an interesting comment to me. I don't really want to comment on it too much, but just thought it was an interesting point by Grandizer nonetheless.